headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for a love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for a love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no.
Alrighty, volume is working. Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Let me take off my glasses very fast. I know the glare is going to kill you guys. a lot to talk about today. Loki ran over here once I sat down and said hello. I was just getting myself a cup of water. But Bitcoin broke down. That's a big thing we'll have to talk about. We're not looking as gloomy and doomy at this moment in time. We still have an opportunity for a double bottom, and we'll talk about that and some other things here. You guys can't see Loki, but he's just being a little brat here on the sidelines. Maybe he'll say hi. Loki, there you go. He's mad we didn't get a chance to play too much today. We just went on a walk and no outside backyard time. Okay. Might as well let him say hi at the beginning of the stream rather than at the end of the stream. But, Dude, you being on TV? Yeah. Okay. Let me give him a treat very fast. Then he'll go wander away for a little bit of time. All right. But hope you guys all had a good Friday. Hopefully you guys are going to have a great Friday night. Okie dokie. Let's get on over to Bitcoin, everybody. And Loki says hello. You may see him a little bit more here. He's been driving me nuts all day. He's had a little bit of a burst of hyperactivity, and now he's trying to get underneath the chair to push me up out of it. But okay, everybody. Hope you guys all had a good day. Make sure everything works on my part. Okay. So as you guys can see, that right now we're looking at the Bitcoin. Go. Beth? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Right now we're looking at the Bitcoin 1 hour chart, everybody. We did have a clear breakdown, and you can tell the shorts actually did their work pretty efficiently, because the last time where we might have bounced, or where we did bounce, they pushed us down hard, and they did not give us an opportunity to get back up any time during that 1 hour break, okay? Now, here's what's kind of cool. Normally when Bitcoin breaks down, out of a big move, we tend to just start going down very, very quickly with no reprieve, and we don't really have a nice bottom. So far, we found a bottom pretty early. There was no, the ground isn't breaking from below Bitcoin. That's something very nice to see. And at this moment in time, guys, I think we have two opportunities here at varying, I guess, time frames. The first one I'd be looking at right now is on the 1 hour chart. Possibly you could look at this from a 4 hour chart. But you guys can see we might have an opportunity here to have a double bottom. We have a bottom one, bottom two, break back above the 23,769 level of resistance. I think we actually have an opportunity to go up further than that, okay? We have the opportunity to actually have a double bottom here solely because Bitcoin hasn't crashed off of a rock. That's the least likely of the scenarios here. So far, if I was being more pragmatic, all I would want Bitcoin to do at this moment in time is just hold the support level over here, which is 22,341. If it's able to do that, everybody, we can consolidate long enough to try to have a breakout sometime next week. It's just that next week there's going to be a lot of important news coming out, I guess you would say. We have a bunch of earnings coming out, some big dogs out there like Apple, etc. And then we also have to worry about the federal rate hikes. Is it going to be 75? Is it going to be 100? Nobody knows for sure. And I think at this point, the market may be pricing in some type of mix of it, I guess. I think if it is 75 basis points, guys, we may have an opportunity for a little bit of a boom, surprisingly. But if it's 100 basis points, I think we are going to experience a pretty rapid drop towards the end of the week. Okay, so just be aware of that. As far as what else I'm looking at right now, everybody, Bitcoin's broken down. We know that something interesting that I was watching earlier today is we know that Ethereum already broke down a while ago, and that did let us have a decent play. Might be better just to show you guys here on the hour chart. Maybe 4 hour chart might look better. Is that it? There we go. We had a shorter time frame breakdown a while ago. That was a decent breakdown that actually took us back down here off of one of the Fibonacci support levels or pivot levels. We managed to bounce back up, get rejected again off of the 1.61 level on the Fibonacci extension tool. But so far, guys, Bitcoin's broken down. Ethereum hasn't broken down to the same degree. Not in the same way, I guess you would say. If we're going off of that same trend line here, let me see which one actually works here. You can see somewhat similar time frames as the other one. We broke down, but we still managed to kind of stay alive. That's what you want to see happen with Bitcoin at this moment in time. But I think Bitcoin is most likely going to crash if Ethereum does start breaking down below this trend line right here, and or the 50 moving average on the 4 hour chart, everybody. Okay, that's just going to be the big thing that we're going to have some issues with if things aren't going our way. As far as what a few other coins are doing, everybody, we do have ADA here. Let me see something going on right here, though. refresh that. That work out. Sorry guys, I'm just refreshing my YouTube stream button over here. There we go. But yeah, so far 88, setting up a similar pattern where now we're just trying to break out. This is the goal for the majority of the crypto coins you guys are going to be looking at right now. It's going to make your lives a little bit easier here. But I think you guys will see that the majority of your coins have broken out of those uptrends. 88 actually didn't have as nice of a move as everything else just because it's 88. But so far it broke down. Still waiting to see what happens now. It just gave you a little bit of fake outs over the past few days. Ethereum Classic still going sideways. It's not looking too bad, guys. We bounced off of the Fibonacci level. If you guys watch any of the short videos I put out this morning, I said there's only two reasons I'd really be buying right now. The first one would be this Fibonacci level right here if you wanted to play the bounce, or if we managed to bounce off of the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's it, guys. And so far this trade is working out a little bit, but you really want to have a stop loss if you did enter in at that time, okay? XRP, a lot of other coins out there still doing okay, still kind of bouncing around some supports. You see something like an XRP does have an opportunity for shoulder, head and shoulder, but that neckline is going to be way down here, which might make it a little bit more tricky. Couple things here, guys. We can talk about this as well. On the 4-hour chart for the NASDAQ, everybody, we did... Hey, Nico, happy to see you back, my man. We did end up getting rejected off of the one target, just like a lot of other things did here. On the Fibonacci extension tool, like right on the dot, we got rejected off of it. I wish we could have blasted above that to try to get up here to the 200 moving average. Was not meant to be, guys. We are still in a decent uptrend as far as the stock market is concerned, and I think that's one of the reasons that Bitcoin is actually still holding right now, why Ethereum is still holding right now. If it weren't for those two, I'm not entirely sure how strong Bitcoin would be looking at right now, okay? Or how strong it would look, excuse me. All right, and before we go on to some of the other coins here, I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about oil and the dollar index. We can talk about oil first because oil continues to go down. We talked about a few days ago what happens if oil breaks out above the 20-day moving average. It has not. It got rejected pretty handily off of that. And if you guys see this right now, we're on the verge of breaking down below the 200 daily moving average here. There is an opportunity for oil to start going down a little bit more. This will be pretty interesting, whereas we might have had a little bit more of a hot summer as far as, oil prices are concerned, where we thought we might go up to 130, 140, maybe even as far as 160. Guys, right now it seems like global economies are shrinking or slowing down a lot faster than anticipated, and because of that, that's actually helping out inflation by driving oil prices down. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. Let me see if I can find it very fast. There we go. Can I just find news? Okay. Basically, China's economy is not doing hot at all, and their growth is slowing rapidly. And what do you guys right here? China's mortgage boycotts. So, there's some issues here. They are going to be using less oil as their economy starts to slow down. That means there's going to be less demand for oil going forward, and that's one of the reasons we are seeing oil prices come back down. This is a very good sign. If you guys want inflation to be going down, this is a very good thing, okay? Last thing here as far as these things are concerned, dollar index, we're starting to fall back down. This is kind of nice. Now, last time on the weekly chart when we fell down for about 2 weeks before grinding back up. Over here you can see we're technically still on a very large uptrend, but maybe we could have an opportunity to hit, I wouldn't say peak, but maybe we have an opportunity going into next week for it to fall down a little bit more before we have that rate hike, okay? If we have a rate hike next week, or when we have a rate hike next week, you might see the reversal there for the dollar index. Hopefully we don't, if you want inflation to go down, of course, but it looks like we're going to be going by either 75 basis points or 100 basis points to just keep that, keep aware of that, okay? Now, as far as everything else is concerned, I was trying to find some coins that might be moving today. Last 24 hours, there's a few Bitcoin, gold, EOS was moving. I told you guys about that this morning. Everything else, though, guys, is pretty calm. I haven't seen anything that really sparks my interest here. EOS is just something I want to short when I can find an opportunity to short it. But I've been busy today, so I haven't had an opportunity. Give me 1 second. There we go. No, it ended up calming down here. I might actually take a short a little bit later. Maybe if we manage to... Oh, yeah, we broke the double top here, yeah? There's a short opportunity right there. All right, hopefully I don't miss this later on, but maybe we'll bounce off the 20. But you are seeing opportunities here to do some shorts on some of these plays that have kind of run up over the past few days. Just so you guys know, nothing right now is popping up. Maybe sand is moving up a little bit on the hour chart. 5-minute chart looking to break above the 200. Oh, man is up actually 5, guys. So you're seeing another metaverse run. And if you guys like the metaverse coins or you guys have access to trade them with leverage, they are looking pretty good. Although I'll say these breakdowns haven't been consistent. Whereas, Bitcoin breaks down, it usually keeps on going down. Ethereum breaks down. We had a clear breakdown right here. Didn't do nada. So be careful if you guys want to short this on the downside. On the other hand, though, it looks like we are breaking out here. Yeah. It looks like we are breaking out. Even though it looks kind of like a really messy chart. You can consider this a little bit of an ugly double bottom. Broke above the neckline here. 5-minute chart still peaking up. Yeah. So I'll leave man on the left-hand side of the screen for a little bit, everybody. AXS is also up about a few percent. But there are some moves you guys should be watching. And it looks like Bitcoin has a Fibonacci level over here that we're trying to stay above here. Yeah, geez, that was a pretty rough knockoff there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, Bide, thanks for being a mod as well. As always, excuse me. Love your new scrolling banner color, easier to read. I know. I just turned it to white a few minutes ago because it was becoming such a hassle. It's supposed to be set to the background color, but I'll figure out a way to change up the whole thing later on. It really has been driving me nuts. Let's see. And hey, JB, no, you haven't missed the weekend strategy yet. We're going to go over it here in a little bit. It's going to be much more dependent on what Bitcoin wants to do, and more specifically, actually, here, what Ethereum wants to do. Because so far, Bitcoin isn't looking as bearish as you might expect after having a major breakdown. And that's due to well, we can actually just do that right now very fast before we go back to EOS and some of these other plays. Actually, let me do this here. I got a lot of stuff on my screen, so let me take this over here. Let's do this. Actually, let's just do this. Fib circles. We can get rid of this. Go to the daily. That way you guys can see everything without me having to put all these lines up here. Okay. So basically here, I want you guys to see the general overall vibe here that we have going on. Well, actually, we don't need this for now. We already broke down below, didn't we? All right. So the goal for that's my strategy is based around here this week is going to be the 50-day moving average. I'm hoping that we can kind of grind on long enough to have a pop sometime Monday if the market wants to continue that rebound that it's been experiencing over the past week or so, okay? So until we actually close down below the 50, I'm going to be hard-pressed to actually open up any shorts. I don't feel like opening up any shorts until I see Bitcoin clearly close down below the 50, because what's happening right now, guys, at this point, it seems like an inevitability that we're going to have a golden cross on the 20 and the 50, okay? Now, normally you would expect that to have some good results on the upside, right? But last time we had that golden cross, we just went up for a little bit. I mean, here, let me see if I can actually show you the exact line so you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. We went up for like 3 days before eventually just coming back down and crashing. So it didn't really yield anything fantastic, if you ask me, mostly because we're just in this bear market, right? But as long as Bitcoin manages to stay above this 50-day moving average here, I'm going to be happy enough to just sit on the sidelines. Over the next few days, though, let's say Bitcoin finally manages to close down below the 50, you might be able to look at this in the 4-hour or the 1-hour chart. So what I'll do right here is, let's get rid of that. And this is the 4-hour chart, and we're going to be using the daily moving average. There we go. You can see how we're kind of bouncing up and down, but overall, we always end up closing above it. The day that we actually close down below this is maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's today's candle, maybe it's tomorrow's candle, but that day is the day I'm going to be going heavy on shorts until we kind of come into contact with that 20-day moving average. I really want to see us close down below that. Until then, we can grind, and we've seen some moves from the whales, guys, as far as the short opportunities, but not enough to justify just doing a multi-day swing, which is my goal here. That's the strategy I'm trying to implement right now. Day traders, you guys will have plenty of patterns to work out. There's a lot of volatility coming our way, but if you guys want to do one of these multi-day swings, I'm waiting for us just to first of all close down below that 50-day moving average. Normally, guys, if I pull this back up here, we kind of go back in time. Normally, once we break down, it's hard for us to get back up. Back over here was a little bit of a different story, but this was actually, what was this, early January, when the market was acting a little bit more irrational, where the market itself was having a massive rally. We're not having a massive rally now. If anything, we're just having a slight clawback to some type of relevancy as far as the stock market's concerned. But at this point in time, I'm waiting. I'm pretty much like fishing. The minute that we actually break down below the 50, I'm going heavy on shorts, and I'm waiting for us to have a strong move on the downside so I can actually make some good money off of it. There's a couple things you may be looking for here now that we actually have a top. You can see right now we're also dealing with the Fibonacci support levels here. We're trying to pivot off of it. I probably would be using another one though. There you go. With the fib levels based on log scale turned on. So you may use this instead if you want to, but so far I'm basically they're practically the same level. I want to see us break down. That's what I need to do in order for me to want to open up a short. Until then, honestly, even though Bitcoin's broken down, I'm still more inclined to go long here until we actually break down below that level. So hopefully that helps you out. But right now, I'm not taking any chances by trying to go short just yet. The minute I think we're going to be closing down below it, sure, I'll be happy to open up some shorts. But right now, guys, be very, very careful if you guys are inclined to short this market. But until then, guys, we can easily have a bounce. I mean, we could all easily just break down here later on the next few hours. But still, there's a good opportunity that we can try to hold this weekend until next week. Because next week, I'm pretty confident that we're going to have a really, really bad end of the week as we have all this economic data coming out, possibly learning if we are in a recession too. That's going to be a big a big event, right? We haven't had a recession in years, guys, in years. Okay. Better to just go over here back to the twos. We can get rid of Bitcoin's extension level. We don't need that anymore. And as far as this is concerned, where are we at here? We can observe mana for a little bit. Mana seems to be popping off just a tad. There we go. Okay. What's going on right here? Let's see. Hey, Dade, do I think XAUSD will go up after tanking? Usually if something is full on tanking, I tend to avoid it. If you want to go into something like that, that's like extremely oversold, I tend to think of it as a YOLO play. So it's like you're going to play some blackjack or you're pulling the slot, doing slots or roulette, whatever. You got to think of it as having that amount of chance of making you money. So personally, I wouldn't be trading it, but usually some of these coins do have a dead cat bounce. I just don't see it worth my time to try to make that trade right now. It's not worth what could appear to be an easy amount of money. And hey, Wonderspace, wait, hold on one second here. There we go. EOS, yeah, let me take a look at it here. It's down a little bit. I mean, that's kind of to be expected here. It had a massive breakout yesterday, or during yesterday's day candle. From what I see right now, it could still go up even higher today if Bitcoin makes a move. I do like the fact that we're about to have a golden cross, and that's really the justification for a stronger move here. What you would be hoping for, though, because if you kind of go back in time here, or not back in time, but you can see how we're trying to hold that support level. Let me actually add some of these lines back in here. Okay. Yeah, I think it does have a little bit more upside. Did I hide something here? Short. Daily. Where is... Oh, there's the 200. Okay, we're way too far away from that. Okay. My bad, you guys. What do you call it? I still think it can make a run up over the next few days to maybe, I guess, at maximum 130, but I think more realistically, maybe 125 at the most. This is definitely going to be a time where, like, personally, this is still one large scale out level to me. This isn't really the opportunity that I'm looking for like a swing trade buy-in. Day trading buy-in, sure, you could always go to the 15-minute chart and look for some type of breakout or so. But right now you can see this thing is clearly trying to arc, and it's going to hit some support here pretty soon. Probably be around this 113 level. Oh, I guess that's not that's fib. 113 or 112 level. I wouldn't really want to be buying this, but I do think it's something if you have an open position, if you've had an open position for a while, excuse me, guys, I might be more inclined to say, hey, I would start scaling out at these levels instead of trying to buy back into them. Until then, 15-minute chart, wait for a pattern breakout. I don't see anything so far. If anything, there might have been a double top here that broke down, but that doesn't look like it's been too bad of a time so far. We'll go back over here to mana. 5. There we go. But so far, this is a pretty solid move off of mana. Nothing else as far as what I see is up around 6%. We do have AXS up a little bit here. Ethereum Classic is up a teeny bit, having trouble with the 200, but overall it can break above it pretty easily, I expect. No, just mana seems to be the big boy running at this moment in time. There we go. Oh, and hey, Teaser. Hey, man, hope you're feeling good. Olaf feeling sick today, called off tonight. Figured I would stop in for a little bit. Hope all is well for everybody else. Hey, Teaser, hope you're having a good night. Trust me, my man, I'm a little bit sick myself. Or not sick, but exhausted. I don't know, like tired. I haven't gotten enough sleep this week. But I totally feel there. After this stream is over at 7 o'clock, I'm going straight to bed. Or I'm playing with Loki outside, then I'm going straight to bed. Loki's not going to like it, but I need to get, get some rest. And what's right here? And hey, blah, blah, with so many big news coming out next week, it's way too risky to trade, control your grade, people. Yeah, I could agree with that a little bit. I'm still okay with a little bit of day trading here or there because, the weekend. But yeah, going next week, it's going to be, if you guys do want to trade to control some of that greed or the downside of that greed, I would say, you definitely want to have those stop losses. But right now, everybody, you still have an opportunity to make some money. But I think the majority of you guys who have been helping it over the past few days, you guys are in the scale out level, not the buy-in level, because the scale in level or the buying level was days and days ago. Now we're kind of just, how much profit can you make? What are you expecting? Can you squeeze out any more profit? If you guys are buying in right now, you guys can make some money, but not nearly as much money if you were buying, when we were talking about some of those golden crosses, etc. Let's see. And hey, Relevant, just dump already, Bitcoin. Yeah, so far, guys, it doesn't look like there's enough shorts right now to keep it going, to keep the dump going. I would assume that we should be coming down at least a little bit more here, though, just because we officially did break down. Relevant, I think what we need to have happen, though, over the next few hours is we need Ethereum. Where are we at? Oh, that's 88. That's why it looks so weird. Okay. We need Ethereum to find a way to break down first. Hopefully it can break down below the lows over here. But until Ethereum really starts showing some massive weakness, you see Ethereum's about to have a golden cross here. I don't know if Bitcoin's going to really have a massive downward move. We might have a fake out or two, but I'm still curious to see what these few moving averages over the next few days, what is that going to actually take us out to? Because looking at Ethereum's chart right here, everybody, if I can scroll this over, there we go. We can definitely still have another pop-up here to $1,800 or something ludicrous like that. But, it's going to be hard to justify a trade for now. But, guys, we're about to have a golden cross here. Not today. But tomorrow, that 20-day moving average should cross over the 50. That's something that I'm waiting for and with anticipation, which is why I'm doing more day trading right now, not swing trading. And then, of course, if we go back to Bitcoin here very fast, it's going to take a few more days, but Bitcoin still is managing to hold above the 50-day moving average. If Bitcoin does break down below the 50-day moving average and closes down below it on the daily chart specifically for me, that's where I say, okay, now we have an opportunity to crash back down to the 20-day moving average, and then maybe even there continue breaking down like we did over here, leading us to have some great profits from a short perspective. But I'm not taking the chance right now until we actually close down below that 50. You can see over the last few days we've come down below it, right? Come down below it, come down below it, even over here, came down below it. We managed to blast off. So if you actually open up a short any of these times, right? Let's say you open a short in this breakdown, you could have been down like 6%. Could have been down about 2% afterwards, or let's go to the next day, 4%. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just wait for us to close down below it than make that move to short. There you go. And you can see the breakdown. The good thing, if you do want the Bitcoin to go down, and you guys do have some shorts open, which is probably the more logical thing to be doing right now, since we did break down, of course. You did see a strong, some good volume here from the shorts, right? If we go over here to whale trades, you'll see that over the past few hours, or let's just the last 40 minutes, we've had some shorts. Ethereum shorted Ethereum, Bitcoin longed $1 million, Bitcoin longed about 3.5. Bitcoin shorted, Bitcoin longed. Oh, actually, there's some longs in here too from an hour ago. It looks like a lot of Ethereum shorted, Bitcoin short. Okay, here's all the shorts, shorts. And then so far, oh, actually, guys, look at this. Fear and greed index for Bitcoin is actually at 33. It's no longer like at 12 or 14 or whatever that level it was before. People are feeling more optimistic. See. Hey, Deezer. Got paid last night, so I decided to take $20 and put it into Bitget and open up a 20x short on Bitcoin at about 11 this morning. And 5 minutes, the chart went broke the 200 SMA up 38%. Hey, Teaser, congratulations, my man. Good job making some good money there. Just make sure to enter that information into your trading journal. That way you know what you did good, you know what you did wrong. Well, in this circumstance, good. So if no short, I'm longing. No, guys. If I'm not shorting, that doesn't mean I'm buying. It just means I'm waiting. There's three things you can do in the market. You can buy, you can short, or you can just wait. Right now, I feel no inclination to do anything right now as far as buying or selling. I'm just waiting. If I'm looking to trade and like do a multi-day swing play here, I'm not doing any of that right now. Anything that I talk to you guys about right now, or like as far as any recommendations, it's usually, well, I kind of break it up for you guys, but right now I'm much more inclined to do more day trading than swing trading right now. Day trading is a lot easier, a lot more fun. Swing trading is most likely going to be a little bit too volatile for me, so I might hit my stop loss before hitting that objective goal, and that's why I'm not doing it right now. I want to have the confirmation that we're breaking down below the 50-day moving average. I want that confirmation. Stop loss is at 24.2 or 24.2. What is that right now? Oh yeah, you're doing just fine there as far as that stop loss is then, which is about 90% of my $20. I mean, yeah, that felt about right to me. I mean, you don't have to have a stop loss where we're not investing too much money, but at least it stops you from being liquidated and potentially losing any other positions you have, right? What's right here? And hey, Joseph, fortunes will be made after this session. The next bull market is going to be epic. Well, guys, that's the main reason that we're investing like dollar cost averaging, all that good stuff right now. It's specifically so when the market decides to pick back up, whether it's a few months from now, a year from now, however long it takes, we're going to be making a bunch of money off of it, which is why I keep on reminding you of your favorite coins out there or the coins you guys have bought in the past. Maybe this will kind of refresh your memory here a little bit, guys. Let me take a quick sip of water. Excuse me, guys. Oosh. I think I've been dehydrated these past few days because it's been so hot. Going on a lot of walks with my dog. There we go. Uh, what's the best way to do this? We can just go off of any chart. It doesn't matter actually. Um, so I know there's gonna be a lot of technicals on these screens. Just kind of ignore them. We'll just look at the monthly charts here. Again, I know it's gonna be kind of painful to look at all these weird little lines. But if you bought Dogecoin right now and it went back up to all-time highs, you'd be up 1,000%. 1,000%. That's really great. If you bought Ethereum right now and it goes back up to all-time highs, it would go back up about 214% from where it is now. Now, that's not 1,000%, but honestly, it's Ethereum. It has a higher market cap. It's gonna be a lot harder for it to make a lot of money, right? But ADA here, bouncing off of the Fibonacci support levels, that's up 529%. If you go back to just all-time highs, not what you're gonna get with the next altcoin season, but next altcoin season I think is gonna be above where we are at last altcoin season highs. But guys, there's a lot of coins out here. Now, Ethereum Classic is definitely a special case, but it's even if you bought it now after it's been pumping like crazy, you'd be up a 643%. If you bought it on the last dip we experienced and you kind of read it back up to all-time highs, you'd be up 1,300%. And so the story is pretty much the same with a lot of these different coins here. Matica is another exception here just because it did really rally so much. But if you bought it on the dip over here towards all-time highs, that's 838%. It's very, very good. So if you guys are averaging and buying a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here on a lot of different coins, by the time it makes its way back up to all-time highs again, however long it takes, or exceeds those all-time highs, you guys are going to be making anywhere from hundreds of percents for those higher market cap coins to thousands or tens of thousands of percents for some of those more high risk, high value coins, or not high value, but high risk coins that have a nice utility going for them. I'm waiting on Doge on Mars to see what happens with that one too. But if you buy it right now, all-time highs, it's up 650%, right? And I think we always forget. See, what that actually means. So let's just say, hey, you guys put in $200 in a coin, it goes up 600%. That $200 turns into $1,400 for a profit of $1,200. That's really good. Now, it may take some time for that to happen. Let's say you get the average. Let's say you do something like Dogecoin and get 1,000% back. That's still turning $200 into 2,000. And I do think the majority of you guys are going to be investing more than just $200 into crypto. Some of you guys have said you're investing 40,000 plus into crypto. Let me just do something a little bit easier than that, like $20,000 into crypto, right? 20,000. Let's just do a 500%, which if you guys watched that last few seconds ago, you guys know that's not too much of not too high of an expectations. 500%, that 20,000 just turned into 120,000, and that's why people are dollar cost averaging, because if you just buy it all in bulk, a lot of times people can only afford to do like maybe 1,300 or something like that. But if they keep on adding more and more and more every little day, just keeping that little nest egg building up, by the time we start hitting all-time highs and stuff, then you're going to be looking just fine and making quite a bit of money. And then you'll have the joy of selling to everybody who's actually, FOMOing in at that particular point in time. That's going to be the crazy thing. One of the reasons that I was so weirded out by everybody getting mad at me when I sold my Dogecoin at 50 cents last year, half of it, I guess, was the fact that, like, I had made a lot of money. That was my whole goal by buying and trading Dogecoin. And people did not like that because they just thought it was going to keep on going up and ever and ever and ever. But for me, as a person that had been holding Dogecoin for over a year, because I bought it at 0.0024, you guys are buying all these altcoins at that same type of level. And over time, as it keeps on going up and up and up, you guys are, this stream will pick up and we'll have thousands of people later on when the market starts turning back around. It'll be absolutely insane. But you're going to know when you sell your crypto, you're selling it off to a lot of these new people who have no idea that they're supposed to be selling crypto at this point in time when we're at all-time highs, and not buying crypto for the little bit of scraps that you guys see in the market. Now, I would say it's a trial by fire because I did that my first time in crypto. I think a lot of you guys did that your first time in crypto. It's like a rite of passage, right? This is where a lot of people are going to be making a lot of money here. You guys are just going to have to give it time. And man, somebody is trying. You guys can see this is a Bitcoin minute chart. Somebody is actively trying to short us down, but they're just not doing a good job of it. They're going to need a little bit more force than that if they're going to try to keep us down here. Okay. Yeah, they're really trying to do some damage here. We can put the second chart on for now. I'll go back to mana if I see it start to pop off just a little bit more. See me, guys. Until then, we just see Bitcoin grinding up, probably after low volume, though. Low volume. This isn't as strong as you might think by just watching it go up. It is pretty weak at this moment in time. Let's see. Hey, Patrick, you're waiting for a 4-cent Doge. Is it unlikely to happen? I think it can happen. It's just going to take Bitcoin going down quite a bit. And I do think over the next few weeks and months, Bitcoin as well as the stock market can fall down quite a bit. So I do think it's plausible. You might have to wait a little bit for it. I would still dollar cost average if you're trying to buy Dogecoin that low. But maybe what you want to do is have a portion of your capital tied up in the dollar cost averaging, and then you have a portion of your capital in some type of lump sum where Dogecoin actually runs into that 4-cent marker. Then you could buy it there. But yeah, I do think there is a pretty decent chance that it probably runs into the 4-cent range. We had been talking about 4 cents for the past few months, up until the point where we kind of hit this most recent bottom, and now we're just kind of waiting to see the next opportunity we'll have for Dogecoin to go down there. But I could say with pretty good confidence that I think Dogecoin could hit 4 cents. I don't know if it's absolutely going to, but I think it's actually plausible because let's say Bitcoin goes down to 12,000, or let's just say Bitcoin goes down to 12,000. I mean, that would be losing almost like half of its value right now. If Dogecoin fell in half, that put it around 3.5 cents. Right now, and usually Dogecoin falls down more than Bitcoin, so yes, it's definitely plausible. No highs, no lows, only Doge to the moon, guys. When the next altcoin season breaks, I'll be talking a lot about Dogecoin pretty much every day. Not Matt Wallace amounts, but a pretty good amount, because I want you guys to understand the technicals behind Dogecoin, because Dogecoin was very, very easy to day trade, and I mean extremely easy to day trade last time, just because whenever it actually broke out, there was so many people waiting for the breakouts that it just caused people to FOMO win it like crazy and make it go up and up and up and up. We haven't had that for a while because, of course, the market's been bearish, but next time we have an altcoin season, there's going to be a lot of coins where I'm busting my butt off talking to you guys for hours and hours every day. Whereas where I might stream for you guys maybe 1 to 2 hours a day right now, next altcoin season it's going to be like 5 to 8 hours a day of just pure streaming and going berserk. Usually I'll do like 3 days of streaming, 1 day off, so my voice doesn't get tired. But yeah, it'll be a good time. Bitcoin looks like it wants to come down to a 21,815 area. What are you looking at right there? 4-hour chart. I know what you're talking about. What I'm looking at right now, teaser, is I want to see if we can pull off some type of double bottom here. I would say that's less likely right now, but hopefully over the next few hours, we're actually 16 hours, something like that, we should come into contact with the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. I want to see if we're going to be able to bounce above that. Because if we can, then we have the opportunity to try to match this breakout over the next few days. That could be a strong move that would actually pump us back up to $24,000-$25,000. But until we break out, I'm still going to be sticking around with Bitcoin's bearish. I'm just waiting for that confirmation from me to know that, hey, I want to be shorting this, I want to be shorting that, yada, yada, yada. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart. There we go. But if we manage to get a double bottom, I mean, that'd be something nice too for all the longs out there. Just get ready, because I think by the end of the next week, guys, it's going to be pretty painful with all the economic data coming out. Unless for whatever reason the economic data is not as bad as expected, that could always happen. I mean, I just think that we're probably already in a recession, and the confirmation of a recession is probably not going to be welcome news by the market. Hey, Allentime, thanks for becoming a member. Let me know if you have any questions, Allentime. You don't ask questions, but guys, if you guys didn't know, if you guys are members, you guys get your questions answered all the time. If you're not members, I try to answer your questions as best I can, but sometimes I just don't have time for it. But that's a little perk of being a member, I guess. But Island Time, you haven't asked a question in a while. If you have any questions, please let me know, my man. And hey, Nico, I use a Ledger Nano wallet. There's a few different wallets you can buy off of the Nano Ledger website. But I just like them. I have it in a safety deposit box at the bank. It's pretty useful. It's nice. They have little, you got your keywords and everything. As long as you have some backup data, you can actually, if you lose your wallet, you can regain your crypto. So it is pretty nice. It's like $140, $150 though, but I think it's worth the one-time charge. Hey Digicoin, are you holding some altcoins at the price of below 0.000 something? Yes, I'm holding a lot. So a lot of the coins that I'm looking at right now for long-term gains, everybody, are specifically coins that, here are the two specifications that I'm normally looking for. I'm looking for coins that have a market cap of under $1 billion, specifically, more regularly, I guess you would say, under 500 million. Under 500 million. After that requirement is met, I like to look for coins that are under a penny, usually 0.00 something, right? 00 something. In that case, to that effect, some of the coins I've been buying are things like STMX, right over here, right? It's at 0.007, market cap of 78 million. But if you guys wanted to do this yourself and do some research, which I highly recommend, now you guys don't have to buy the coins that I'm buying, right? That's not the way I roll here. But basically, what I could do, or what I would tell you to do, is go over here to coinmarketcap.com, go over to filters. From here, you want to go to market cap under 500 million, apply filter. Then you want to go to price under 0.01, apply filter, show results, and you have a huge list of coins that kind of meets that criteria. AMP is going to be one, HOT is going to be one, Dogecoin, Mars, Siacoin. These are all opportunities for you to buy these coins and expect some good returns out of it as well. And you can see pretty quickly we get out of the $381 million market cap, we get down to the $100 million market cap really fast, $85 million market cap really, really fast. And if you want to go even more speculative, what you can do is go over here to market cap, and instead of doing 500 million, you just change it to be 100 million, and then you get some really highly volatile coins that can make you a lot of money in a short amount of time, right? So and like Fun Token, I don't know, that's $90 million market cap. Cult is, $87 million market cap. My point is, if StormX is right here, if you just kind of go down this list and see which of these coins actually has a utility, what can actually help somebody achieve something, or what can make somebody more money, or what service does this coin provide? If it actually has a service, that's something that I'm going to be more inclined to buy. Now, there are meme coins out there that I am buying, like Dogelon Mars. Happy to buy that one because it's attached to Elon, and so far, I think Elon is going to become more and more popular over the next few years. And I think that's going to help out the coin. And on top of that, if you want the golden nugget to really drive all of this home, what I would typically say is, if you find a coin you like and it's on your watch list and maybe you put in a little bit of money into it, if you get so lucky that your coin is placed on Robinhood or Webull, preferably Robinhood, I would actually want to start buying up even more of that coin. One of the reasons I bought Dogecoin in the first place was because it was on Robinhood and it had a low market cap. For me right now, I want them to put a lower market cap coin on the market. The only one they have right now on Robinhood is Compound, right? Not Robin. Robinhood. Finish my sentences. There we go. All right, my whopping $7 on here. Uh, let's go to crypto. All right. So the lowest market cap they have is 400 million. So I'm buying Compound because of that. But look at the price, $56. I don't like the price at all of Compound. If this was under a penny, I would have already spent $5,000, popped it in Robinhood, and just let you guys watch it for a while. Okay. Um, but right now, it's not really doing anything because it has a freaking high price. If I can find something like that on Robinhood down the road, over the next year or so, I'll be happy to go very heavy into that, like very, very heavy into that, very, very, very aggressively trading that one. But yeah, go down the list here, guys. I mean, there's plenty of them, and you can see within the top 100 here. If you go under $100 million market cap, you get down to like the $7 million range, where these coins you got to be really picky about them. But I mean, let me find one of these. Dun, dun. Soda Chain. I don't know about it, but it has a name that has soda. I know a lot of people like soda. You go over here, see what the website's about. Not American, but that's okay. Oh, it's Korean. Okay, let me translate everything to English. The website could be better. So it's a payment system, I guess you would say. I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's based in Korea, it looks like, so they're gonna have to expand out to America. But I guess if this thing can get traction, yeah, it'd be worth a $10 investment, $50 investment, whatever. So just like Dogecoin, if this kind of blew up to go to 10, well, Dogecoin went up tens of thousands, but let's just say this went up 10,000%. Let's just say 5,000% off of that. You'd make a pretty good profit off of it. The reason that you go after these low market cap coins, or not these ones, these we refreshed the filters here. Sorry guys, but the reason that you go after those coins is because those are the coins that give you an opportunity to make some really parabolic gains. But you have to understand they're going to be very high risk, high reward. But I'm usually okay with those high risks because usually with crypto, it's rare that some of those coins really die off. So far, they've been staying relatively strong. The only coins I tend to avoid for long-term holds are those coins that keep on going down, 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 down. Those are the coins where I've been like, that's not what I really want to invest in because they've kind of lost faith in everybody, and they've kind of lost the faith of a lot of traders. Do I think a billion Doge Elon is enough? That's plenty. That's plenty. I have billions, but it doesn't mean that you have to have billions. Yeah, it's perfectly fine just to have a billion. Like literally, I think for Dogelon Mars, anywhere between 20 and a couple $100 is going to be happy for you guys. Now, the more money you invest, the more money you can make, but there's still not a certainty that you will make a bunch of money off of Dogelon Mars. I'm just anticipating Elon Musk, all that type of stuff, right? And hopefully they can get something good there. See, yeah, no worries. Caesar, always happy to help you out. Get better soon, my man. Get very, very better. And hey, Monica, to be able to transfer crypto to a cold wallet like Nano Ledger, you must have a Coinbase and Robinhood wallets first, or can you transfer straight from exchanges? Um, well, Robinhood is an exchange now based off their wallet system. Technically, you don't own it until you put it into your wallet, right? But you should be able to transfer it, I would assume, from Robinhood, but I've never done that before. Normally, what I do is I just from Robinhood. I've never done it from Robinhood, so I wouldn't know. But I've been able to transfer it over from like Binance and stuff like that, or Binance US in the past. So um, I would expect you should be able to try to do it from Robinhood as well. They have gotten some new wallets since I bought mine a while ago. Mine's like years old, guys. But I would assume you should be able to do that regardless of what exchange you're on. Let's see, Headwind. Nothing really changed about Tectonic for me right now. It still seems to be doing fine. What I would say is here, watch Bitcoin in the 50. I'm not really doing many trades at this moment in time until I see us actually confirm the breakdown. Until then, we still have an opportunity to bounce off of the 50 here on the 50-day moving average. Until we break down below that, I don't feel like I want to be swing trading too much. As far as day trading for Tectonic, you just want to wait for a simple pattern breakout. Usually for Tectonic, I might say some type of pennant or a flag. Besides that, maybe if you're hoping for it, maybe you might have an opportunity if it does something more aggressive like a cup and handle or something like that. But that's a little bit more rare, especially since Bitcoin's kind of all over the place right now. See. And hey, Digicoin, thanks for the response. We'll do some research about those altcoins below 500 million market cap and TMC. You're awesome, Mike. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm tired, so I'm not going to be talking as enthusiastically as I normally do. But what do you call? Yeah, those are the coins that I really like to go after a lot. Just don't forget the safest coin you could always buy is Bitcoin. Ethereum is also a good one. ADA, Ethereum Classic, very good coins. But the coins that go parabolic are the coins that have low market caps. Those are the coins you can buy at the lowest point. You can buy at the beginning, so to speak, and then you see this wild ride. I think something that you guys know about quite well here is if I go over here to Dogecoin, taking a sip of water here, I'm almost out. Oop. And we look at the market cap graph for this. So all time, right? So if you bought it way over here in the hundreds of millions of market cap. So let's go to what's over here. 12, 17, 2020, $500 million market cap or abouts. 2020, there you go. 12 December of 2020. You're looking at 0.0042 or 46, excuse me. And if you went from let me see if I can do this for you here very fast. What was that number we just used? We don't need Robinhood on the screen anymore. Ah, shucks. Oh, there we go. Okay. Point zero zero. Well, yeah, let's just say point zero. Well, actually, we'll go a bit higher. Yeah, 0.003. Let's just say before we started getting more aggressive. Before this is after I bought it, but here 0.003. Okay, and let's say you sold your Dogecoin off at 60 cents, not 75 at the all-time highs, but let's just say 70 cents or 60 cents. Excuse me. That's about 20,000% increase. So let's copy that down right there. And let's just say you invested $500 into Dogecoin, okay? $500 into Dogecoin. You increase that percentage by about 19, 20,000% almost. That $500 turns into $100,000. That's the goal here, right? Now, you don't have to expect 20,000% returns on every investment. That's kind of crazy, right? But let's just say if you get 1,000, that's still going to be good for you because I think again the majority of you guys are going to be spending more than just $500 into crypto overall. So you should see a lot of large growth there. What you guys have to understand is when you hit that next altcoin season, you guys are going to have to be prepared to start scaling out of these positions. And what I mean by that is Bitcoin's having a little bit of a rough time here. We can actually just open up a Bitcoin chart here. That's not the right one. Let's go over here. There we go. Okay. In relative themes, guys, we're currently buying around here, buying around here. Maybe we're buying up here and we still have more legs down. That's probably what's going to happen. But my point is, if you guys are buying down here or you guys are buying down here, you guys have to be willing to understand that after you buy, it's going to take a long time for you to make a lot of money. But you still have to start selling. And if you want to start selling, the thing that you're going to have to worry about is just, maybe you want to sell 10% of all of your assets right here for Bitcoin, which means if you bought sometime around, the bottom, around the bottom, part of your position is going to be up 276%. Maybe you want to start selling off another 20% here, another 20% here, another 20% here, something like that. Usually you get your big red warning sign on the daily chart when we have our golden crosses, or our death crosses. So you can see had a death cross right here between the 20 and the 50. That's where stuff really started to go down quick. Over here, after this all-time high rally up to 69,000, we had a death cross, and that really, like a few days later, we were really going down very, very heavy, right? So, and there are death crosses in between sometimes, but I think you guys will understand what the difference is between a death cross right here and a death cross way up here in parabolic territory. When there's so much FOMO, when the whole world is talking about crypto, when everybody is putting second mortgages on their house in order to buy crypto, that's when you guys are usually selling crypto off onto all those people, and they're the ones that are usually left holding the bag, okay? This year was kind of a tricky one because we kind of had two big humps here. Normally, we don't have to deal with that. Normally, guys, it's usually just kind of come up, then we come down. Kind of come up, maybe we'll go back over here. Come up, come down, right? Come up, come down. This time, because the government gave so much free money to everybody, there was so much inflation and burning money, like just printing money like crazy. There was so much money in the economy that we literally had a second rally, which was absolutely insane. We're not used to having that, guys. So, next time, just be prepared that next time we're kind of at all-time highs, whether it's at 70,000, 100,000, 150,000, 200,000. We don't know with all this new capital injecting into the market here. You're going to have to be aware that you need to start scaling at those specific points, okay? And so you might not get the top, but it's rare that you guys will sell at the top, right? If you guys have been that lucky, congratulations. I've been lucky maybe once. That was hard. And that was kind of a guess on my part at the same time. And hi, Mike. Isn't SHIB on Robinhood? Yes, it is. If you're talking about the coins that I like, SHIB has a massive market cap. SHIB has a market cap of, what is it? Okay, I know the market cap isn't zero. If I just click on it, okay. 6.5 billion. That's too high for me to want to go heavy in a coin like this on. I don't, if this had a market cap of a few hundred million, oh yeah, you bet if it was on Robinhood, I'd be going crazy for it. We bought SHIB here as a channel a long time ago, and I've since sold off. There's a guy who watches this stream. He's a very big donor of the channel. He's a really good guy. His name is Secret Fish. You guys know who he is, or if you guys don't know who he is, he's a very, very awesome guy. And he's very, very smart. I think he's either I know he's a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire, so he knows what he's doing. My point is, when we bought SHIB as a channel, we bought SHIB way over here when nothing was happening, and we were just like, let's hold on to it, see what happens, and then eventually it should pop up. And this is during the bearish market in 2021, which means it was in here. It was in this little section, okay? So that's kind of the mindset of when we were trading. Because we were still expecting a little bit of a bump. We didn't expect it to kind of keep on crashing down, just because of, again, all the money in the market. But we bought right here, but then out of nowhere, this sucker just popped up like crazy, ran up like 1,400%. Well, guess what? I had sold off about half of my SHIB right here, right? I scaled out. And then up here, I sold the rest of it off, and that was specifically because Secret Fish is the guy that shorted the market right here to bring SHIB down. Like, that was him. He's like, get ready, I'm about to short. And we were like, oh, yeah, ha, 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 ha. And then he shorted it, and then all our jaws dropped. So, yeah. But, if this had a better market cap, I would love to buy this. But the market cap for SHIB is still, in the billions of dollars. I want stuff in the hundreds of millions of dollars of market cap, not the billions of dollars. Doesn't mean I don't own stuff in the billions. It just means that I would prefer for some of those more speculative bets where I'm expecting some really great returns. Those are going to be in the that I want thousands of percent. They need to have market caps of in the hundreds of millions, not the billions. There you go. Okay. The so here. And hey, Brandon, Voyager might be bought out by FTX. If Voyager is bought out by FTX, I think that'd be a great thing. I would assume they're going to have to be bought out, though, after the bankruptcy court, because I don't think FTX is going to want to buy Voyager with all that baggage, especially in bankruptcy court right now. However, that may make them more trustworthy if you guys want to go back into Voyager after all said and done. But what I would say is you'd probably want to see everybody that was working at Voyager from a higher tier level, you'd probably want to see them be fired or let go before you trust putting your money back into Voyager, right? But I haven't heard any news on that. I should probably actually look it up very fast. It looks like Bitcoin's getting a little bit shorted here. Voyager FTX. Oh, which one should we go to? We can just go here. It's fine. Routers. So FTX said on Friday it was planning to offer Voyager's digital customer access to some of their funds, the latest relief measure by Sam Bankman-Fried-led cryptocurrency exchange for the ailing crypto industry. Under the plan, Alameda Ventures, the trading firm also founded by Bankman-Fried, would purchase all Voyager digital assets and digital asset loans, except the loans to bankrupt crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital. Huh. Here it is. Here's the little tidbit. I don't know if you guys can read this. Let me zoom in here. Voyager's customers could then receive some of those funds if they open up an account with FTX. So you guys would have to open up an account with FTX. Such customers could either withdraw the cash balance immediately or use it to make purchases on the FTX platform, the company said. FTX expects to close the deal in early August. Participation in the plan would be voluntary, the company added. This is interesting. So all this is doing is basically saying, hey, we'll give you some money, but you're going to leave Voyager behind and you're going to use us as your primary exchange from the future, from now on. So that is a surprise. That actually looks like a good business plan from them. That makes more sense than just trying to be good at the goodness of your heart. I'll make a video about that later on. I'm making 3 videos, I think, for you guys this week. The first one's going to be about trailing stop losses on BitGet. I'm also making a video now on Voyager, and I think I'm making a video on something else. I just have to remember what it is, some type of tutorial for you guys. But I think that's a fantastic idea. If all you had to do to get some of your money back very quickly was just open up an FTX account, I think that'd be good. And, I already have an FTX account, so that might be kind of cool as well. So I think that'd be a very good process to try to do. I think that's a good job on them. They're making money or they're turning a profit kind of by this, and they're growing the user base on the same time. It's right here. Hey, Justice. Here to ask, hate to ask, but what is the move for Ethereum for the next weekend, next week? Um, at this moment in time, we're still consolidating. We're waiting to see if we can break down below that trend line there. If Ethereum starts breaking down below that trend line and its 50-day moving average, which are going to be in the same realm here over the next few days, if I can show you this very fast. Oh, excuse me, the 50 on the 4-hour chart. There we go. Um, If Ethereum manages to break down here, I think that's where you start to see a little bit more of a problem. Until Ethereum breaks down and until Bitcoin breaks under the 50, there still is an opportunity for us to move back up. My concern here is, again, if this is mostly a concern for shorts, if Bitcoin does start breaking down and Ethereum doesn't break down here, you could see Ethereum actually continue to hold Bitcoin up or prop it up until Monday, thereby leaving the slim chance for the NASDAQ to keep on pulling Bitcoin up. The NASDAQ over the past few days was grinding up, got rejected off of the one price target on the Fibonacci extension, but that doesn't mean this uptrend is over. We're still going up. We just might have to cool down for Monday, Tuesday before trying to make another aggressive move with the caveats of well, all the economic data coming out next week and rate hikes and stuff like that. All right. But so far, as far as the outlook of Ethereum, I'd be cautiously optimistic. Um, just that you want to hold this trend line here. This is kind of in the middle zone, so support's right here, resistance is up here. You don't really place trades in the middle zone. You're either buying closer to support, or you're buying or shorting closer to resistance, or buying the breakout once it actually occurs. But you'd want to see a pattern breakout here. You just don't want to trade off of the Fibonacci levels. That's not going to really do you much good here. You can see a little bit more of a flag right here. So maybe we're just flagging for a little bit. Maybe we're going to have another breakout sometime next week. Again, that would depend on heavily of what the economic data suggests next week. But there's always the opportunity here. There are some whales trying to make some moves here, as you guys can see, though. They're trying their hardest to manipulate the market, but the market seems to be just kind of be grinding up gently grinding up. See, yeah, no worries, Mike. Happy to help you out as always. Let me know if you have any questions. And hey, Ken, hope you're well. Thanks for becoming a member. Another quick question about Voyager: if we get our money back, will it be at the rate when they lock the account or whatever assets are worth at the time? So if you had $100 in Voyager, I don't know exactly how much you'd be getting back. I might say somewhere between 50 to 80%. 80% is more if you're lucky. 50% might be more reasonable here, maybe even less than that. But you should be getting a portion of that money back, but you will not be getting 100% of your assets back. Now, maybe it'll be higher if you go through the FTX way of things. I will make a video about that later on to see what I can figure out. I'll probably have that video out for you guys tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, probably tomorrow afternoon, because after this stream, I'm going to bed. Or going out with Loki. Loki's looking at me right now like he wants to go outside and play, and I'm going to give him a little... Oh, he can't have a water bath. I gave him flea medication today. But what do you call it? Just, probably 50 to 80%. 50 to 80%. See. And hey, Bite says, Cake, happy to see you back. Thanks for the good vibes. And hey, Brandon, yeah, probably lucky if we get 50%. Yeah, FTX might be able to get you a little bit more, but yeah, we'll see. It depends on how the bankruptcy court goes about this and what happens with the Three Arrows capital stuff, right? Because remember, at this point in time, if you go through Voyager, it's not going to be as easy. FTM is popping up a little bit right now. We can watch that. Oh, it already popped up a little bit. You don't know yet exactly how you're getting paid, though, if you go through Voyager's method. So forget about FTX very quick, because we don't know exactly the full depth of information there. But if you go through Voyager, you're going to get some Voyager stock out of the new company that arises out of this. You're going to be getting Voyager coins, going to be getting probably USD cash, and possibly some stable coins. A mix of all of those, which is just going to be kind of a hassle. But I would say the majority of it's probably going to be given to you in Voyager coin, which means the moment they start giving it out to everybody, you may see the price start to go down rapidly as everybody gets it and sells it as fast as possible, so they have some money to work with. Because some people only have a few $100 tied up in Voyager, some people have hundreds of thousands of dollars in Voyager, so everybody's going to have their own reasoning for getting their money out as soon as possible or letting it sit in there for a few days to see what happens. Hey, teacher. Yeah, I could zoom out for a second. This trend line right here. So it's the 4 hour. So bottom right here on the July 17th. That's where it's hooked up. Because remember, guys, the first time we broke it down below this trend line here, as far as Bitcoin was concerned. Maybe I can just do this right here. We broke down there. We failed to get back above it, but we still came up after the breakdown, right? Resistance, 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 resistance. We never managed to get back above that, but again, it was pretty steep, and that's why I adjusted it to be right over here over the past few days, because now we're kind of grinding back up. We bounced off of it. That was a confirmation for it, but now we broke back down. Now are we going to be grinding back up here time and time again until we have another breakout? Who knows, but it is going to be interesting as last time. If I put this back over here, right? There wasn't really much going on for us at that point in time. We had a smaller breakout right there. That was kind of nice. You could have tried to do some type of weird move there. That wouldn't have really been something I would have done, I guess. But, that's where my trend lines are, though, teaser. So, July 13th and July 17th is where my trend line is, and that's what I'm looking at right now, and that's why I like it, because of the bounce we said we saw yesterday. If I can grind in here a little bit, jeez. All right, there we go. Bounce, kept on going up, hit a level of resistance up here, and then we kind of came down pretty handily. We're just having some issues, it looks like, right now with the 50 and the 20 on the 1 hour chart. Excuse me, 1 hour chart. There we go. All right. But Phantom, guys, is still trying to make a move. It's up 5%, while everything else is up just maybe 2 to 3%, maybe just somewhere unch at this moment in time. Not bad. Let's see. Hey, FTX is a snapshot on your 7.3 of your account. That's what I heard was told. Huh. I haven't looked into that, but I'll try to look into it very fast. I mean, it'd be worth paying attention to at least. I think FTX is probably going to be fine, but I wonder how they would distribute that money. What is the best way to make money from crypto trading? If you're new to crypto, it's usually best to do some dollar cost averaging, which means you put a few bucks into crypto every single day, or a few bucks every week, whatever you can afford, and just let it sit. And we're in a bear market right now, so we're towards the bottom, right? So eventually Bitcoin's going to go past $100,000, $200,000, some really crazy levels years from now, okay? So if you buy low, whether it's Bitcoin or a lot of these other coins out there, altcoins, you're going to be making a lot of money. That's going to be very easy for you to do by buying now and just holding later. If you want to learn how to day trade and swing trade, that'll make you a little bit more money a little bit quicker. But you're going to have to learn how to do that, which is a very long process. It's not cheap. Most people lose a lot of money while they learn to trade because they choose not to do paper trading. If you want to do paper trading, that will mitigate a lot of your losses. But it's a long process. The easiest way you can do it is just a dollar cost average in at the lows, which we are kind of at right now, and then from there, kind of wait to see how high we go up. Let's see. This is weird. Our trend line on the bottom side of the same points, but on the price is further beneath yours right now. Well, I mean, I'm using Bitcoin Tether. Usually, if you're doing KuCoin or maybe a Bitcoin UDS or maybe Bitcoin USDC, those sometimes give you whole different perceptions of what's going on. It might just be that. That's what usually is for me when I'm on different charts. Is I'll have a Bitcoin Tether chart and then I'll have a Bitcoin UDSC chart, and they're completely different. An example of that teaser might be right here. Right here. So this is Bitcoin US dollar. Right? And you kind of see how this is a little bit more messy. But this is Bitcoin US dollar. We didn't break down below it until June 8th. If we go back over here, now this is Bitcoin Tether. See how much cleaner that looks right there? See how much cleaner? Nice, clean. We're not messing around with the lines. But over here, really, really weird looking, kind of choppy-ish. That's the difference there. I don't know if that's what's going on with our conversation here, but that's something that I've noticed that happens a lot. And you guys can see right now, Bitcoin is still trying to bounce off of the 50. So, if you guys don't want to buy a few minutes ago, I guess to the 50, you still have the opportunity here, but you guys do need to have that stop loss. I'm not going to be swing trading at all. Day trading, sure, but swing trading, no. 5. There we go. Phantom still popping up bit by bit, though. We can take that. Anything else making a move right now? No, just Phantom. Ethereum Classic's up a little bit. Mana's up a little bit. And Ape is up a little bit. So here. I'm on the Binance chart. Huh. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go, teaser. Yep, log makes a difference. Log always makes a difference. Yeah, there you go. So you figured it out before I did. I don't even think about log anymore. Oh, what is... There you go. Voyager has a bid deadline on the 29th. FTX said they need to take out the offer by the 26th. Interesting, huh? Huh. That is interesting. I mean, if I was Voyager, I would take the deal. I would absolutely take the deal. It cannot hurt to have somebody in your corner right now when you're on the verge of bankruptcy, and Your public trust is in the toilet. The public trust for Voyager and Celsius right now, guys, is flat out in the toilet. And there's no way they're going to fix that anytime soon unless they have somebody backing them. And right now, FTX seems to be the person that you want to be backing you. Yeah, no worries, Nelly. Happy to help you out. Yeah, but guys, it's just going to be a struggle going forward here for a lot of these exchanges. And remember, that's why people are kind of freaking out about Coinbase right now, because they're kind of showing some financial issues as far as affiliate marketing and stuff like that. Right now, Bitcoin's at 22,830. But what happens if Bitcoin goes to 15,000, 12,000? How bad will those exchanges get hit? Which exchanges may go under? Now, I would assume Coinbase might still survive, but I'm not going to take that risk now that they've kind of opened up a few red flags for me to kind of like, I don't know if I like what I see there. All right. See, hey, Teaser, yeah, I'll do it very fast. Let's go to the 4-hour chart here. What about it? Let's see. We're still close to a breakout. Maybe you're talking about us getting back above the trend line here, perhaps? Are you talking about the gliding up here? We did manage to break it back out above this trend line for just a few seconds, it looks like, then eventually we got knocked back down here. This is why I normally don't lose them, a little bit more tricky. But yeah, on the 15-minute chart, we're heading here. Maybe that might be a breakout in the making, if you want to see it that way. I would assume we're going to break out of this trend line eventually here. We're not going to just keep on grinding down over the next few hours. At least I would hope not. But that's only the 15-minute chart. Maybe the hour chart might look a little bit better. Still grinding back up. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I get what you're seeing. I get what you say. You were looking at. For those of you who don't know, so you can see the trend line right there. The reason I have log on is for this right here. You can see. Right. But you could also see right here, technically that's still a breakdown. If you go over here to the 15. 5. No, yeah. That 5-minute candle really pushed us down all the way. What about the minute chart? Did we even... Nope, there was no support right here. We just kind of came down and started barreling our way back down here. Oh, teaser. Make sure if you're using log off to experiment with all of your other indicators as far as scrolling down on some of those Fibonacci levels and turning log off and on and see how they actually change up your charts for you. I always like doing that every now and again. It does help me out when I'm having some trouble figuring out what's causing this move. Gala's up a little bit. Excess is still up a little bit. What's Gala doing? A little bit more of a pump. Mana's still moving up here bit by bit. Oh, okay. We're doing okay, guys. There we go. There we go. Okay. And hey, Kate, what's the most accurate hour chart as far as MA for swing trading? I've been going with the 15-minute, then just checking the 5 and 3-minute in preparation. Been doing pretty good, but tend to miss the mark sometimes. I like to use the 15 in combination with the 4-hour, and then I check the 1 hour every now and again. But primarily, I'm looking at the 15, the 4-hour, and the 1 hour. I think right now for day trading, that's usually going to be a much better opportunity, I think, for you too. Give it a chance to see what you can find. Usually, the 15-minute chart, I don't trade off of it, but I can see like, hey, something good could be happening pretty soon. Let me just put it on my watch list. So the 15-minute justifies me actually paying attention to it. The hour chart, pretty much, how do you say this? It justifies me preparing to make a trade, and the 4-hour convinces me to make the trade. Now, there's other technicals that go involved there, but that's how I kind of view them as importance. 4-hour is usually very important to me. If we go back over here to Bitcoin over the last few days, right? Now, I'm okay with missing this initial move, but after the golden crosses right here, I was like, okay, we're looking pretty good. So I could at least, absorb, let's say about, 15, 16% profit. I'm very happy with that. Right now, as far as everything else is concerned with Bitcoin, if I were to go over to the 1 hour chart, you'll see we had a little bit of a reversal over here. We ended up popping up a little bit, but crashing. This is one of the reasons I don't tend to actually use the 1 hour for making a trade, because usually it kind of follows a larger move. It usually dies back down afterwards, and you can buy. So if we go back over a little bit further in time, where's that? See, golden cross, right? goes up, comes back down, then you can start buying again. If you go back over here to the 4-hour chart during that same time frame, oh, I don't even know where we were at that time. Oh, right over here somewhere. It still ended up working, but if you buy right here after the 4, you see how it's just much more gradually going up. While in the hour chart, if it kind of happened over here, you kind of make some money initially, but then it just kind of drops like a rock. Same thing happened over here. I don't like to deal with it personally. But if you go in the 15-minute chart the entire time, let me see if I can go back over here. You can kind of see how messy this whole thing was and how it's just golden cross, death cross, golden cross, death cross. It makes me pay attention to it. Okay, we're back above the 200 here. I'm paying attention. But, it wasn't until we got way over here where I actually was justified in saying, hey, I want to actually open the position up, right? I'm winking at it. I'm like, ooh, 1 hour. Okay, let me start writing some stuff down. 4-hour, engage, slingshot, boom. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Which one am I using right now? But usually a combination. But I have to say, if I'm going to be using any of them, it's going to be the 4-hour. It's going to be the 4-hour. And hey, teaser, for some reason on the smaller time frames, my fib lines disappear. I don't think that's ever happened to me, but I do know TradingView does glitch out every now and again, so I wouldn't be surprised. You've known sometimes while I'm streaming, my candles kind of pop off in random locations, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on here? Crypto doesn't gap up. It's always going 24/7, right? And hey, Monica, Mana has a golden cross on the daily. Exactly, and that's one of the reasons that we're looking at this thing pumping right now. But here, if I go over here to Mana very fast, daily. How far do I have to zoom in? Here you go. Now you guys see golden cross. You're seeing a nice little pump because of that, which is very, very nice. It's up more than sand at this point in time. But if you go over here to the 4-hour chart, you start seeing where those reversals are happening, right? You buy right here, you're much less inclined to see a whole bunch of scary stuff going on afterwards. It wasn't perfect, right? You buy the golden cross, it still came down a little bit, but not nearly as much as what tends to happen on the hour chart. But I guess normally you'd be looking at Bitcoin's charts afterwards too. Hour chart, how did the hour chart affect this one? Actually, the hour chart did okay for this one, but I guess this isn't Bitcoin. But what do you call? This one actually moved up pretty well. I don't mind that at all. Let's see. And so far, it's trying to. Oh yeah, it just broke out a few hours ago as well. So yeah, this is doing okay, everybody. This is probably something you guys want to be day trading over the next few hours. What else are we looking at right now? FTM, it's probably cooled off still. Yeah. Phantom, looking at for a double top here, kind of a nasty double top. There we are. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he helped you fix it. Okay. Oh, you had minutes unchecked? Oh, gosh. I can't. I usually have everything checked, but I think that's just because I'm always using all these different time frames and I have all these different main pages. All right. But okay, everybody. I'm going to call it a night right now. Have a great Friday. Have a fantastic rest of your week, everybody. If we have a major crash, I will be live tomorrow. If we have a major boom, I'll be live tomorrow. Until then, I'll probably just be making videos tomorrow. I'm going to really take a good amount of time to rest because my voice has kind of been killing me lately. I'm taking some lozenges. But so far, guys, we have broken down. We are a little bit weak right now. The way you want to confirm that weakness, though, is by waiting for Bitcoin to break down below the 50-day moving average and closing down below that 50-day moving average on the daily chart, okay? Until then, Bitcoin may go a little bit more sideways. Ethereum may be grinding closer and closer to that support level that we talked about. But until we start breaking down and confirming those breakdowns on the moving averages here, I'm going to be more cautiously optimistic that Bitcoin can try to hold here. Until I see anything otherwise, I'm just preparing for maybe the NASDAQ to continue going up sometime on Monday, Tuesday, before I eventually start having some more of those larger market cap earnings like Apple, which could definitely tank the market if things don't go our way. So expect next week to be very volatile, guys. I mean, very, very volatile. But at least if you guys get these plays right, you guys should be able to walk away with a significant amount of money, okay? Thanks, everybody, and have